Hi everyone, this is Vyzerio, and today I'm bringing you a League of Legends champion guide as requested by one of my viewers. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I will do my best to cover everything there is to cover on Lux. I'm doing Lux because she's one of my favorite champions, so I decided to do a Lux. And tell me if you guys enjoy this guide, if you guys learned with this guide, and if you guys want to see more of these guides in the future. So, and this, like I said, is my first one. I don't have that much skill with the editing software, so tell me, what do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? Should I never do this again? Please let me know. So let's start. This right here is my passive. As you see right here, when I use an ability on a target, they get a debuff that my next auto attack on that target will explode the debuff, doing extra damage. As you see right there, it charges, it lasts for 6 seconds, and auto attacks ignite that, and increases with Lux's level, as you saw right there. So this is my first skill, which is my Q, which is a straight line snare slash nuke that can hit 2 targets. As you will see right here, I used on the small wolf and then transfers to the big wolf, but the second target will only take 50% of the effect, so that means 50% of the snare and 50% of the damage. I'm gonna do once again so you guys can see it. Just waiting for the cooldown, come on. And as you can see, it hits a big wolf and goes for the small wolf. So keep moving. Right here you have the Lucent Singularity, which is my third skill. I decided to cover this one first, and it's a circle that you can put on the ground and then detonate to do damage, and while it's on the ground slows every enemy that steps on it. As you saw right there, they were slowed, and after 5 seconds it will detonate, or you can detonate it manually if you want, in any time of those 5 seconds. As you saw right here, I waited for the 5 seconds to end, but you can detonate it every time you want. So right here is my Prismatic Barrier, which is my W, which is like a boomerang straight line shield. You throw him forward, and then it comes back, giving you 2 shields when it leaves you, and when it comes back. And when using this shield, you have to pay attention where you want to use it. As you see right here, when I use it in front of me, I get right here, I get 2 shields very fast, and that might not work the way you want, but in the next clip right here I'm gonna throw it back and I get the shields with a larger amount of space of time between them. That might be more useful to save you from ignites. For example, the shield on front is good if you're taking heavy damage, but from the back it's more like if you want to save from an ignite, like I said. Imagine the ignite is sticking for 7 seconds and the shield forward only gives you 3 seconds, so the shield back gives you more time. I don't know if I explained well, but hopefully I did. So right here is my ultimate, which is a huge a straight line nuke with a huge range, as you see right here, which does extreme damage and blows up every passive that you have on targets. So if you use your E on Shen right here and then use your ultimate, it will blow up that mark and putting another one on him. So I'm gonna cover the laning phase for now. In the laning phase you want to play like any other champion, you want to last it as much as possible, but since you have a very long range, once you hit level 3 or something like that, you want to try to RS as much as possible. And by RS I mean using your E, which is very easy to hit if the enemy doesn't have boots, and then using your E and then using your auto attack to detonate that passive. So right here I'm gonna show my E, which is very useful to farm. As you see right here, I'm going to just use my E and then auto attack to blow up that passive, doing practically 2 shots on each one of them. And right here you just see me farming. I'm so sorry for that. Keep farming. Farming is very important on Lux, and once you hit level 6, try and gank as much as possible. Gank is very important because you will need a lot of kills to do extreme damage. When I say extreme, I mean you can 2-shot almost a team. Unfortunately this game I won't be able to show you that, but you'll see. So right here I'm going to throw my snare on this Soraka right here, in my E to slow her, and she dies almost instantly with that snare. But unfortunately I don't have my cooldowns for this Varus, so I'm gonna get back. Mumu tries to gank, but that doesn't work. So we are gonna be just fine. So between these times, between ganks, you wanna come back to your lane to farm, or go to your jungle if your lane is pushed, or if your lane is dead, or someone's stealing your lane. You want to keep farming and ganking. If you guys are asking for the items, I will cover the items in the end of the video. So right here I see that Lux went to gank top, like I said, always keep ganking, but I see that this cannon is very low, so I try to go there and gank. As you can see, Lux is still right there, and she's gonna enter the bush, so I'm not gonna enter myself. I'm just gonna go back for now and encounter a Mumu, and look at the shield that I do. I throw him back so I have a large duration on the shield so that a Mumu's cry doesn't hurt me. Right here I see cannon, she's gonna recall there, I'm just gonna use my E heater and use my ultimate and kill her. So as you can see, the potential of Lux is amazing, she can do extreme damage. So right here I'm gonna try and gank once again. This wasn't really a gank, this was more of a snipe that I wanted to do with my ultimate. As you see right here, I have the range, but I'm not using just yet because I want to get in a position to get Soraka and Varus. So as you can see, I'm still waiting and I'm very out of position. As you can see, I'm alone on that left side and Lux will see me now. I'm gonna use my ultimate right away and fail horribly. And Lux is now seeing me. I'm trying to do some damage to her, but as you can see, I got caught right there and Varus doing a lot of damage to me. Thank God Flash exists and I got out of there safely. So I'm gonna try and do one more gank because I want revenge on this Varus. I'm gonna use my Q and fail horribly, throw my E, and now use my ultimate to blow up that passive, doing extreme damage and getting the kill right there. As you saw, Lux has extreme potential to do very high damage. So I'm showing way too much ganks, but ganks are always fun. So right here I'm gonna try to do another gank and throw a blind snare, getting both of those guys, getting both of them, my ultimate also getting both of them, but unfortunately my team wasn't fast enough to get us, and I get snared by... and let's get this image right now. Yes. So right here we see my team trying to kill a Mumu right there, but the Mumu as a tank is very tough, and this is where Lux range becomes very helpful. As you see, I'm nowhere near range to help in that fight unless I use my ultimate. I use my ultimate right there, which does enough damage for Graves to kill a Mumu, as you saw right there. Graves got the kill on the Mumu. I cut the image, I don't know why, but that's right there, I got the kill. So let's see a team fight. I used my snare, I failed my snare horribly, but I'm gonna throw my E, doing a lot of damage and try, as you saw, my ultimate doing extreme damage to that Varus. And I didn't notice as much on a Mumu because he's very tanky. So you saw right there, my E in conjunction with my ultimate, it did an amazing amount of damage. And one other thing you can do with your ultimate is just farm across the map, not across the map literally, but as you can see right here, I failed horribly that ultimate, but you get the point. You can just be very far away from the lane and getting kills. So right now, let's see another fight. All their team is killing our tank. I failed my ulti horribly once again. Yes, this doesn't happen, but once again, my E also has very high range, and as Nidalee hits a spear on a Mumu, my E blows up and kills that Mumu. It's not only the ultimate that has very high range, but all Lux's skills, and they are all very helpful. So let's see another team fight right here. We have Nasus going in and Gangplank ulting on the back. I'm gonna try to stay away. I'm gonna flash right here because of Amumu's ultimate. I'm gonna use my snare on Amumu, but I don't want Amumu, so I'm gonna check for a desirable target. We have Lux up top, but we have Soraka and Varus up here, and these are the important targets. I try to use my shield on Nasus, but he gets away, but he dies first. And right here I snare Soraka for Graves to get the kill. And we have this Lux trying to use her ultimate, but she gives away her position, and I use my own ultimate to kill her. But yeah, I use my shield in front of me because I wanted a shield fast, but Amumu dies before that noticed. And right here my snare does the very long range, does the amount of damage needed to kill that Amumu, that Varus before he killed Graves. So right here we see the burst of Lux in conjunction with Graves. I see my Q and my E with my auto attack to blow up that passive is very important. Did a huge amount of damage. And my E here can be used to spot on bushes or something like that. As you saw right there, I spotted their team. It's very important. And right here we see Soraka, and I'm gonna spot the enemy team once again with my E right there. As you saw right there, thanks to that we now have vision on them and can engage a safe fight. Not safe because that Nasus is going in like a maniac, but this will be a safe fight. So right here I see this cannon, I'm gonna use my E on him. He's very slow, and I'm gonna use my ulti to finish him off right there. But we see that this Nidalee is very low. I'm gonna go for that Gangplank, shield him so he doesn't take that much damage. As you see, I saw my shield right there, denying very much damage. I'm gonna kill this Amumu. This Soraka is gonna get away. And one thing I forgot to mention, always auto attack between your skills. Use your Q, auto attack, use your E, auto attack. And if you are during your combo, use your Q, auto attack, use your E, blow it up, use your ultimate, and then auto attack after the ultimate, and that's the perfect combo. Right here you see my skill level up. I level my Q first, my E second, and my shield at level 3. The rest I level my E every time I can. When I can't, I level my Q, and then I leave the shield for last. And at level 6, 11 and 16 I level my ultimate, and you have our items right there, the core items, but you can change that if you want, of course. You can go for a little more survivability with health or armor, magic resist, but these are the items I use, are the items that I love. As you can see, that Athena is an holy grail. I never tried that item, but it's a really nice item that I have to do that in the future. So guys, if you enjoyed this guide, please let me know, and if you want more of these, please let me know in the comments as well. So till next time. One thing I totally forgot to mention, why are these items important? So first off, we have the boots and the potions will be our starting items, because boots and potions are always very nice starting items. It will be 3 potions, and if you feel the need to buy Adorn's Ring for extra health, extra mana regen and extra ability power, be sure to do that. I usually don't do that, but that's my personal choice. But if you have a lot of gold banked up and you need some items, buy Adorn's Ring if you please. Magi Soul Steal, this is all up to you. Depends if you get a feel if the game's going well. If the game's going well, if you feel like you're gonna dominate the enemy team, please buy it. But if you feel a little bit nervous, not confident about yourself, don't buy it, because it will be a waste of gold and you won't get anything out of it. Sorcerer's Shoes, you can go for Sorcerer's Shoes for magic penetration, or you can go for the Ionic Boots. I'm not sure what the name is, but that give you cooldown reduction, which is very important for your ultimate to get with a really low cooldown. So Athena's an holy grail, gives you a lot of ability power, a lot of cooldown reduction, magic resist, and I'm not sure, but I think that gives you mana regen as well. So magic resist is always nice going mid versus the other AP. Ability power is always a plus, and mana regen is always welcome. So that's why you should buy that item. Is actually very awesome. Rabadon's Head Cap will give you a shitload of ability power, and it will increase your total ability power by 30%, so that's awesome. And the Leech's Brain works perfectly with Lux, because once you get a skill off and the enemy will get that passive debuff, your next auto attack will ignite that passive debuff and deal the extra ability power. So at this point you will have, like, let me guess, about 400-500 ability power. So that auto attack plus the ability power plus the ignite will do about 700 damage, which is a whole bunch. And Zhonya's Hourglass will as well give you a lot of ability power, but will also give you the armor. It doesn't give you that much armor, but will give you armor that you can take a little bit less damage from the ADs, and you have a use that you can use when you're about to die. So that's a very important item. I totally forgot to mention this, so I'm just gonna put this at the end. And thank you so much once again for watching, and till next time.
Victory!